Hello everyone, this is Shawn Stewart of 586 Sports with this masterpiece video. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for upcoming videos. And by the way, this video is being brought to you by my good friends at Splash Sports, which is the gaming platform that is built for friends and groups to safely compete in contests for real money. Now with Splash Sports, there is no sports, it is not a sports book, there is no fee, so the money that you win in the contest is 100% yours. You do not have to worry about being kicked out if you keep on winning like a winning streak. Sign up at Splash Sports by clicking the link below in the description box. And if you enter your first $10 plus contest on Splash Sports, you will get $10 free. Now, make sure you check that the state that you live in that you are able to play Splash Sports. Also, if you live in Canada, you are eligible to play Splash Sports except for Quebec. Plus, I am hosting from now until December 20th. I am hosting a college football playoff survivor pool contest on Splash Sports. It is $20 to play. Now you can have up to 3 entries to play. So the link for the contest is in the description box below. And make sure after you register, make sure you follow me on Splash Sports at 586 Sports S. That's my handle on Splash Sports, so that way you can find me easily, and then you can enter the contest and put in how many entries you want to participate. Okay, so let us get in with the topic. So on Saturday afternoon, so we had unranked Michigan beating second-ranked Ohio State at Columbus, Ohio. Now, before the game even started, the Buckeyes were favored by 20.5 in that game. Ohio State finished the game with 235 total yards. Ohio State's second half drive had resulted in a punt in Michigan territory, an interception, a missed field goal, a 3-and-out, and the final turnover on downs as they gained only 1 yard in 4 plays with the game on the line. Then the Buckeyes offensive line had injuries. They missed starting left tackle Josh Simmons and center Seth McLaurin, which gave them no chance to run on the Michigan's defensive line. Now, the Wolverines' winning drive covered 57 yards in out of those 11 plays with an illegal substitution penalty on the Buckeyes, allowing it to convert on third down at the 9-yard line to run more clock instead of Zeta's field goal. So the final score of that game was Michigan 13, the Buckeyes 10. So with Michigan beating Ohio State, this is the 4th straight time that the Wolverines beat Ohio State. All 4 of those have come with Day as the Buckeyes head coach after Ohio State won 7 straight games over Michigan in Urban Meyer's tenure. Day's only victory against Michigan came in 2019. It is the first 4 winning streak for Michigan since Ohio State won in 1992 to end a streak for Michigan that has dated back to 1988. Buckeyes' 10 points were his fewest against an unranked opponent since 2011. That loss ended the Buckeyes' 47 winning streak against unranked teams dating back to 2018 against Purdue. That was 6 years ago, making it the Buckeyes' first loss to a team outside the AP top 25 under Coach Ryan Day. So let's look at the Buckeyes. Now, if you are Ryan Day, this is not a good look for you because you lost to a Michigan team that started 3 quarterbacks and then also cost your team to participate in the Big Ten championship game against Oregon. So Saturday night it is Penn State and Oregon. That's a 8 o'clock game Saturday night on CBS. So if you guys want to know about that. So the Buckeyes athletic director Ross Jork voices support for Ryan Day on Sunday, and he says, quote, "Our full focus right now is on the college football playoff and making a strong run. We have a ton to play for. We have a great team made up of talented players and great young men. Coach Day does a great job leading our program. He's our coach," close quote. Now, firing a head coach that is 66-10 record is difficult to fire, but someone with that type of record could move to a different direction. Now, if the Buckeyes do decide to part ways with Day, he would be owed just over $37 million as a buyout. That's according to the Columbus Dispatch. So that's something that I don't think the Buckeyes want to take that route. Now, let's say the Buckeyes do fire Ryan Day. Now, there's a couple of coaches that would be potential to take that job. So here's one is Mike Vrabel, former Tennessee Titans head coach. Now, what he would bring to the Buckeyes is culture change. There's also a case to be made that Ohio State could hire a de facto GM to oversee the NIL and the transfer portal while Day gets to focus on coaching football. But that's a very hard to me to see Vrabel jump from NFL onto college football. I just can't imagine him taking that job. Then you also look at Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham turned the Sun Devils around almost instantly to a Big 12 contender. And they're going to the Big 12 championship, and even more impressive than Arizona's 9-win season. So it's the first since 2014. And it's how quickly it happened after the disastrous Herm Edwards era. As Herm Edwards left that program in a complete mess, as evidenced by Dillingham's 3-9 season in his first year at the helm. Now, the Sun Devils did rebound this year with wins over 3 ranked opponents. He's only 34 years old, and he's already had experience at Power 4 programs. Offensive coordinator at Auburn, Florida State, and Oregon. And he's a quickly learner the ropes of being a head coach, and there's a strong chance Dillingham will want to stay home, but that's something that the Buckeyes would have to pursue because he could do phenomenal work with Buckeyes resources. That's a second one. Also, you can look at Matt Campbell, 97, 65 overall, 62-50 with Iowa State. Now, when he was in Toledo, he posted 3 9-win campaigns in his final 4 seasons before taking that Iowa State job. Now, as the coach of the Cyclones, he took over a program that was 8-28 in the 3 seasons before him. Iowa State was like a 8-win team. Campbell's a very good football coach, and Ohio State's resources could help him become one of the best head coaches in college football. Then you look at Indiana. Kurt Sinegi, 29-5 overall, 10-1 with the Hoosiers. Now, they could have been 11-0 if they didn't lose to the Buckeyes. Now, if the Buckeyes wanted to hire him, it will come at a cost of $13 million buyout, and that's obviously not including the added cost of hiring a new coaching staff and firing Day. So owns a career of 129 record with a 53-17 mark at IUEP. That's in Indiana, Pennsylvania. That's a Division II school, just in case nobody know that. A 14-9 mark at Elon. That's a school. That's a Division I FCS. And a 52-9 record at James Madison, which that's in the Sun Belt Conference, Division I FBS. And this is the same school that went 3-9 the previous year, and he actually beat Michigan this year, as I just mentioned. And he's 63 years old, is on the older side, but that could also theoretically set up Ohio State to make a long-term succession plan. So with that loss against Michigan, I believe that majority of the Ohio State fans will look at Ryan Day as John Cooper 2.0. Now, for those of you who do not know who John Cooper is or forgot, he was the coach of the Buckeyes from 1988 to 2000. In that 13 years, Cooper went 2-10-1 against Michigan, which in that era of college football in Columbus, he would have been fired after half of those losses. Now, John Cooper is a non-Ohio, native from Tennessee, was unsuccessful in that rivalry and did not prepare his teams to beat Michigan. Ryan Day, same thing, but this time he's from New Hampshire, resembles John Cooper in not having his Ohio State Buckeyes prepared for that game. Jim Tressel, on the other hand, had people installed around the Woody Hayes Athletic Center turn to how long until you play Michigan. Then also Urban Meyer, he hires staff to know everything Michigan does from recruiting to film study. Ryan Day just doesn't have that capability. And Ryan Day and the Buckeyes athletic director, Fork, spent over $20 million in NIL. I want you to think about that. And then the only way Ryan Day saves his job, even though this season is unsuccessful, because remember, when you beat each other, whoever wins, that is considered successful. The only way Ryan Day will save his job as the coach of the Buckeyes is to win a national championship in this new 12-team format. And if he comes up short, which I doubt more likely that will happen, then there could be some hot seat, but not right this after this season, but like the season after that. So the Buckeyes have a lot of thinking to do and where they're going from going. Because if you're Michigan right now, you got to be very happy, even though you didn't get the result from the regular season. Because I thought they were going to make it to a bowl game, but I would never thought like they would be this awful at quarterback. So that is it for this video. You can follow me on Instagram, X, also known as Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at 586 Sports S, and also the same thing on those social platforms at 586 Sports. And look for a upcoming video on the college football pick'em as we're heading into the conference championship, and then these safe or trap knockout picks on Thursday. So look for those videos as well. All right. Take care. You guys have a nice, wonderful day, evening, whatever you are, depending on what time of day you're watching. So